Alright, I just bought my new Kero burner here, heater. It's a KC1104 model. I'll be firing up the first time today. I've never owned one before. It doesn't look overly complicated to use, and I've heard a lot of good things about them so far. Alright, this is the box it comes in. Nothing too fancy. You also get a siphon hose, which is really dandy. It reduces the chance of getting kerosene on yourself, because kerosene is a solvent and it does stink a bit. And of course it comes with the usual paraphernalia, paperwork, caution, sheets, safety tips, because it's just the way people are these days. They have to be told everything step by step, or they will seriously harm themselves. So that is that. Of course I got a jug of kerosene right there. 1K kerosene, and that's the only type of kerosene you use. Here's the model itself. Very simple, very straightforward, easy to set up. There's your burning chamber in there. Right here is your tank. Very easy to fill. You can lay it down as you fill it. Not much to it. Of course, you have your guard on there to prevent anybody from burning themselves. You have your wick adjustment knob, and you have your extinguish and ignition. I put 2 batteries in the back. They're just in the back, very easy to install. So one of the first things you do when you get this brand new is you let the kerosene flow into the reservoir chamber for about an hour, so it can the wick can soak up the kerosene. It's been well over an hour, so we're going to give it a shot here. So we're going to turn this up all the way, and we're going to see what happens here. Alright. Lift up on the burning chamber and press the ignition. And as you can see, it's going around, so I'm going to put this back down. That's going to take a couple seconds, a couple minutes to get this thing adjusted. What you want is a nice blue flame eventually here. As you can see, the burning chamber is starting to glow red. I still see a nice blue flame there. So I'm just going to leave it as is for a couple more minutes. And she's starting to put out some heat here. Starting to get a little bit warm here. Alright, I'm starting to get a bit of yellow flame there, so I'm going to dial it back some till it disappears, and I just see that nice blue flame. That's as far as it will go. It's putting out some nice heat now. And of course right in there is your fuel gauge. It's hard to see right here. but that'll tell you when you're running low, so you can shut her down, pull the tank out, and refill it outside, of course. And another good thing, since it's a radiant heater and it projects the heat forward, the sides stay cool. They're not warm whatsoever, not even close. So that means you can put it safely against the wall if you don't have a lot of space. So that's pretty good. So there you are, the kerosene heater from Kero World. I believe this another company makes these. They just put their names on them. I can't remember who it is exactly. But that should provide you with enough heat for up to 12 hours, I believe. But that is nice. Very clean. I can't smell any sulfur or any whiff of kerosene whatsoever. Yeah, and that is the model KC1104. Looks like a sturdy little beast. And I'm sure it'll come in handy in those colder winter months. Alright, I just bought my new Kero burner here, heater. It's a KC1104 model. I'll be firing up the first time today. I've never owned one before. It doesn't look overly complicated to use, and I've heard a lot of good things about them so far. Alright, this is the box it comes in.